And we should be live. Make sure everything's going through here. Excellent connection. That's what I like to see. It means Comcast is doing their thing. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me, because those would both be very good things. On my end, everything looks okay. I want to welcome everyone into today's stream, assuming that you're actually here and you can hear me. We got Carnage. Got this last night, late last night. I got it in the mail from Target. Remember pre-ordering this a while back, and it's always fun when you pre-order things because you sometimes forget that you pre-ordered it, or you forgot when it's coming out, and the act of actually paying for it is so far away that you're just like, awesome, when you get it, it feels like a gift. So I'm very excited. Is the audio weird? I literally just tested it. Let me try doing something real quick here. Don't go anywhere. I'll fix this in just 1 second. All right, let's do this. Are we good now? It always takes a little bit. Let me adjust some audio stuff here. You think that I was professional at this stuff, eh? Are we okay now? Oh, wait. It's never the microphone. It's always it's always my streaming stuff, and it's always agitating to do it when it happens. But we'll do some adjustments here. We're better now. Okay. I was messing around with this. I wasn't too happy with my audio on missing pieces, so I was like messing with this and trying to figure out like what I could do to make it like really good. Are we okay now? And I'm so paranoid with this audio setup that I have here that literally every time that I stream or do anything, I always do like a little test recording just to make sure the audio is good, and then it fails me. How dare you? But anyways, I think we're all good now. I'm building Carnage. If you guys missed the first couple seconds there. Building this, got it from Target. Pre-ordered it a while back. I think you could pre-order it from Lego as well at the time. And I love Carnage as a kid because I had a Carnage video game called Maximum Carnage for the Sega Genesis, which was amazing. And having it in Lego is really cool, and I just love these helmets. I think they're fantastic. I already dumped my first bag out. It's a total of 3 bags, which are all here. And I'm going to try to build this whole thing up with you guys today. I have until like 2:30, and I'm hoping that I can build this in that amount of time. You guys know I'm notoriously slow at building, so it's questionable, but we'll do our best here. But I do want to welcome you in. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. If you see or hear anything weird that's going on with the audio, please let me know as soon as you know, because I can try to fix it and not be devastated when I go back and watch a stream. I'm like, oh no! Yeah, Clarkman is in school right now. He's doing his 4th day of school he's into? And he loves it. He's stoked about it, having a great time. He got even more stoked when he found out that they actually have free breakfast and lunch every day. So that's like his favorite thing is going in and eating. And then also recess, where apparently all the cool kids these days, or at least the boys, the thing that they do during recess now is pretend to be superheroes and then chase each other, and then they try to drown worms in puddles. So that if you're a kindergartner on the playground, that's what's happening these days. Brickdalot says I'll never finish this set. I'll show you. We'll see. Again, I'm very slow, but it's okay. I'm just going to enjoy the journey. And as far as we get, I'm trying to set this up in a way that we can have like a really cool time lapse out of this too. I'm going to skip several steps, drop parts, and then quit building to chat with us. I mean, I can't say that's never happened before because it sounds very likely. The audio's bad again. I see people saying audio's perfect and audio's bad. I'll wait it out. You guys let me know. You think if I was doing this professionally, we'd have this down by now. But the word me and professional do not go together at all. Oh, Sugar Shack, I already made a mistake. You know what happens. It's very nerve-wracking building in front of a bunch of people. I'll tell you that. I had that one right. I don't know what I did with this one. Just messing up in general. Alright, audio's good. Yeah, I think it's probably just peeps coming in. Oftentimes, if you come into a stream, sometimes you're not like completely caught up. And in that case, you end up being a little bit behind on the audio. But that's quite alright. We'll do our best here. I appreciate you guys letting me know that, because it's a bummer when you stream and then it's like, oh man, my audio, it's terrible. And I should also let you know that I'm very bad at multitasking, so building this and chatting with you is extremely hard for me. But I'll do my best in that regard too. We got this much done so far. Again, I'm going to try to make a time lapse out of this. So I'm going to try to keep everything kind of in place here. And then it's going to be really cool to see all of the pieces disappear. Golden Puffin says, I'm glad you make mistakes too. I always make building mistakes on my live streams. Of course. Yeah, I think everyone does. I'm just probably worse than most. So if you're looking for a boost to your self-esteem and your building skills, just watch my stream. You'll be like, dude, that guy, he has a Lego channel? He builds that bad? Be like, yeah, I do. So if I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. What's everyone up to today in this world? I see greetings from everywhere. Craggle's here. Welcome, sir. For me, I spent this whole morning editing a 19-minute Greg's World video. You might look at my videos and be like, dude, you probably don't even edit those. But it takes a lot of time, especially when you document like your entire day. In fact, this is like us. We went shopping at the Lancaster outlets. I talked about in Missing Pieces. And I spent the whole morning editing that entire trip down into 19 minutes that I think turned into a really, really great video, at least in my opinion. Ordinarily, right now, we'd be doing lunch and Lego with patrons. But without Clark here, and without me, like, I'm trying not to eat a whole lot, just in general, I thought, you know what, this is a new set, people probably want to see it, why don't I go live to the public, and we'll be out here hanging out. Does Cody teach at the school Clark is going to? No, she's a high school teacher. So she teaches at the high school, he goes to one of the elementary schools. One day, if we live here long enough, they'll go to school together. And I don't know how that is when your mom's a teacher, and when you're a student there, you probably don't get away with much because all that information is going back to your mom. So probably not going to be good for him, but they can ride to school together. And that school's really close to our house, so that's kind of nice too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready for this. Level 7 question. You guys know we have levels of questions, so what's your favorite set is level 1? The answer to that is the Nintendo, but we got a level 7 question here. Since you're one to motivate a lot of people and follow their dream, why did you not pursue architecture as a career? Wasn't that your dream? Yeah, when I was in when I was in elementary school, being an architect was something that I really wanted to do. But then, later in life, upon researching it, I determined that's very much not what I want to do. Based on the number of years that you have to go to school for, school wasn't something that I necessarily loved. In fact, school wasn't something that I liked much at all. And if you listen to Missing Pieces, you probably know that. There's a lot of schooling that you need to do. And then from what I read, looking back like years and years, you have to work as like an apprentice for a long time for someone else. And it takes a long time. Plus, I wanted to continue living in this area because this is where my family is. And we just never moved anywhere. So for me to pursue a career in architecture, I'd have to probably move to a big city. And that's not necessarily what I want to do with my life. So as like a concept, I think it'd be fun to be an architect, but everything leading up to it and the actual act of being an architect isn't really something that I would want to do at this point in my life. I think, if anything, I have followed my ultimate dream, which is to find my passion. That's something that I thought about all throughout my 20s, was what is my passion? What would I want to do for a living? What is that thing that can get me out of bed in the morning and give me like a purpose? And in my opinion, YouTube very much became that for me. Hey, why isn't this lining up just right? But everybody has their own thing, and if you don't know what your thing is yet, don't worry about it. Why is this sitting up higher than what it should? Did I do something wrong? I probably did. Maybe I don't have that down the whole way. See, Brickdalot was right. We're already making mistakes with this. I have to go back and see what I did. It's like way back here too. Oh my gosh. I should probably just not do this, but we'll figure it out. I think I have that sitting up too high for some reason. But it doesn't seem like I do. Let's see, how many holes do they have sticking here? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's how mine is. Maybe I missed something. Let's put it all back together. I feel like I did this right. I want to say that I did. But my stuff's not lining up. We'll try to fix it. Try my best. Because their thing is like lined up perfectly. Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. I forgot to put another piece on the bottom of this. That'll get you guys. Brickdalot was right. I hate to admit it. I kind of knew he was going to be right from the beginning. Nothing worse than Brickdalot being right. It happens so rarely, though, that so I should probably give him credit for that. I'm kidding, of course. So hopefully that answered your question about my path. Honestly, what I thought my path was going to be was working in business. I always kind of knew that I wanted to be self-employed because I definitely work best on my own. And I'm a pretty driven person, as you could probably tell. So I thought that maybe the thing for me would be starting my own business, but I never knew what I wanted to do. Like, what was that thing that I really loved that I wanted to do as a business? I thought that was going to be the thing that I would have the most difficult time figuring out. You better go in there. Uh-oh. Everything's collapsing. I think I should probably stick to junior sets, guys, because this is not... There we go. This is not working out for me. But with YouTube, something about it, like, I don't know if it was just the right timing and the right place, but when I first saw YouTube and I started watching videos on this platform, I was just obsessed with it. I just thought it was amazing, especially vlogs and stuff like that. It was like incredible that you could share your life with people, and you'd actually feel like you were part of these people's journey, and I was just loving that. And then when I started doing videos myself, and I had a couple like kind of do well with Roxy Bear bringing her home. For some reason that video popped off, and I got my first check from YouTube, which was I think $100 in 2012. I was like, wow, this is really crazy, and I just been kind of doing it ever since. It didn't really take off to the point where I could consider doing this for a living until probably like 2016, 2017, when things were creeping up. And then by August of 2017, I was just like, okay, let's do this. And I haven't looked back since. Here's what I got so far, if you guys want to see this. If you're just tuning in, this is the set. What'd you guys think of that thumbnail? I've had a little fun with that. I was like, let me see if I can look like Carnage. Who's uglier, me or Carnage? I don't know. Will I be buying a box of the new Marvel CMF when they release? If that's a thing, of course. Well, no, probably not a box, unless I could find some peeps to share it with. I'm not interested in owning any more than one of something. I'm more excited about the Looney Tunes ones, which I'm not sure when they come out. I see the questions coming in if I've seen them. But yeah, I'm excited. I love CMFs. I love Lego minifigs. That's like my favorite thing to collect in Lego. And it's so easy because it's small, which makes it nice. There's Carnage's mouth, I think. You can see the pink in there. Mark says, so curious for the yard sale boxes in your storage, building the hype. Hey, I went yard selling this last weekend, Mark. I found a couple things I'll be sharing with you guys. I have to get the videos and stuff edited. Nothing spectacular. I spent a total of $6, but I would definitely say that I got my $6 worth, and I'll have fun sharing it and making a little video for you guys, showing it off. But yard sale season is coming back. This was the first week, and I think the next one's in like 2 weeks. We go to community yard sales, so they essentially have like everyone in town will set up, and then you kind of just either drive or walk, and you can go between all the houses and stuff. And that's much nicer than going out and trying to find random yard sales everywhere. The problem is, like, you really have to get lucky because the Lego stuff goes quick, and if you start at like this end and there's a Lego thing at this end and someone starts at this end, they're going to grab that. So I've had a lot of luck striking early, and a lot of luck just asking people. If you're trying to like really score some Lego stuff and you go to garage sales or yard sales or whatever, and you like, it could even be like an older couple or whatever. Say it's an old lady sitting out there and you're like, oh man, all these people have is just like old people stuff. You know what old people stuff looks like when you see it. If you just ask, be like, hey, do you have any Lego? Occasionally they will go in to their house and they'll come back out with a whole bunch of Lego that they like completely forgot about or don't care about because maybe their kid was into it years ago or whatever. And they'll let that stuff go for next to nothing. So the moral of the story is, since we're trying to be motivational tech here, you don't get much in life without asking for it. If you want something, you got to either work for it or ask for it or do something to get it. Most things aren't just going to fall in your lap. It happens occasionally, and you'll get lucky sometimes. But if you just ask. And that sometimes helps you at yard sales in general. Like if you walk up and the person's sitting there and it's like super busy, you can just be like, hey, have any Lego stuff? And they say no, then I just bail. Like there's no reason to be rummaging through all their stuff if they don't have the thing you're looking for. Another thing I started collecting, unfortunately, and this is going to be dangerous, is I started getting into sports cards a little bit. I got these Topps card, or these are Upper Deck cards, 1993 Upper Deck baseball cards, $2 for the box. The guy had pretty much picked all the good stuff out, but there were 2 Derek Jeter rookie cards in there that I think are valued at like $12 a piece. But the condition's not like amazing, so I'm reluctant to sell them on eBay. But I've been watching Builder Buds and his card collecting journey, and it's got me tempted into that world that I really shouldn't go into. The one thing that I do love about card collecting, any sports cards collectors here? The one thing that really gets me hyped about it is that it doesn't take up much space. It takes up a lot of money, but not space, and that's the one thing that is different about cards and Lego. But as far as investing in sports cards, it can be hit or miss because you might collect a guy and then like say he's a good player, but then he falls off, or he becomes like a murderer, or whatever. Like all these things can happen because you're investing in like a person versus a company like Lego or a toy or whatever. So it's kind of hit or miss. So I'm trying to resist it, but I'm definitely intrigued. Brickstar says he's looking to get rid of a ton of baseball cards. It can take up space. I guess I shouldn't say that it doesn't take up space, because if you go all in on stuff, and I know Brickstar certainly does, I imagine it can. I was just going to collect ones that I'm really passionate about, and just keep them in like the sleeves and maybe keep them in a shoebox or something like that. It's the common ones that get a little crazy, I think, if you hold on to all of them. But I was looking at the prices of these Upper Deck ones from 1993, and Brickstar, you probably have some of those. I think Chipper Jones is one of the cards that I have in there. I know you're a Braves fan. They take up a lot of space, but most of those cards are worth 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents that I've looked up. And it's like, is it worth holding on to those? What's this set I've never seen? This is Carnage. Welcome, Phantom. I have a set to build of yours, sir. I've got the Ninjago one to build. Brickstar says, you buy 1,000 cards to get a couple good ones. It's a dangerous hobby. Okay, talk me out of it. Keep talking. Don't let me do this, because I'm intrigued by it. I collected cards as a kid, and the mistake that I made, that I'm trying not to make in Lego, is that I took it from a hobby and I got into like the business end of it, and I hated myself for that. And I can tell you the backstory about it if you're curious. If you're not into sports cards, just enjoy the convo, I suppose. So when I started collecting sports cards, 1993 Topps baseball, I collected because our local like sub slash it was like I guess like a convenience store, if you will. They had like subs, and they had chips and cigarettes and stuff that you could buy there. So I'd go in and buy a pack of smokes. Kidding. I'd go in and buy some baseball cards there, when you could actually walk in and buy packs of baseball cards. And I had a whole bunch of 1993 Topps. I got really into it in like 95, 96, 97 when I started collecting basketball and football cards. Those are hobbies that I enjoy more than baseball. And I collected cards at the time. I collected cards based on how the player looked in it, or like the player that I was interested in. I collected it on the composition. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a beautiful card. That was until one day when I made a trade on a Brett Favre card for God knows what. And then my friend, after we made the trade, was like, that card's worth X number of dollars. And it never occurred to me before that moment that cards actually had any value outside of like enjoying them and looking at them and flipping through your 3-ring binder and having them. And then after that, I started getting like Tough Stuff sports books and Beckett's, and I would check the prices of everything, and everything that I did from there on was determined by the prices. So I wouldn't do a trade if the price wasn't right. I started like taking little pieces of like masking tape, and I would write the price on and then put that on the front of it. And it was just like, it consumed this hobby that I love so much, is like just collecting. It became all about the money side of things. And it made me just like hate the hobby because of that, because it wasn't fun anymore. And I've not really done that with Lego so much. Like, I don't like go out seeking sets to buy them for future sales and stuff. I probably should. I've seen clearance before where they've had like 5 of something that was super cheap. I grabbed one for my collection. So I've tried to keep this like as pure as you can get. But it is tempting to get into the business side of things. And if I were to do the whole sports card thing again, it probably would be very much that. I would try to buy the stuff on the cheap. I try to resell it, hold on to it. I'd probably never sell. So it'd just be like this pool of money going into, buying these cards that I'm never going to do anything with. But there's one I'm interested in right now. I see Brickstar's talking about the 86 Jordan that's got even printing, worth ridiculous. Dude, did you see people? I watched videos where people are pulling 86 Fleer packs in order to get that card. There's this Jordan card that I'm interested in. It's a 1991 Upper Deck baseball card with Michael Jordan on the Chicago White Sox. Apparently he went out for one day, and I don't think he actually played in a game, but he did like batting practice. He hit a few home runs, and the money went to the Michael Jordan Foundation, which is his charity. But there's a sports card of him, and if you get it graded and it's mint, it can be worth quite a bit. Also, LeBron James rookie cards. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff just watching, random YouTube videos now that the algorithm's like, this guy likes cards, does he? Okay. They start throwing everything at me. You guys know how the rabbit holes are. Brickstar has that card. Is it graded? Is it mint? Probably mint, but ungraded. Apparently, they aren't even grading cards right now because cards are so hot. I think so many people are sending them in. Either that or just with COVID, they don't want to handle your COVID coughed collectible card. What is that, guys? It's alliteration for you English majors out there. They don't want that in their life. So, I don't know. Wait a minute. Brickdalot has it. Yeah, he looks crazy in uniform. So if you guys want to look it up, it's a 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan SP1. Look that up and be amazed at the prices if you look at it if they're graded. They get a little salty. But Brickdalot has it. It's not expensive. Like, you can get the card for probably $20 to $40 right now. Oh, they stopped grading entirely, or is it just a temporary thing? Patrick Mahomes rookie card with a lot of money. I know Builder Buds is into that scene too. So no more grading then. That's kind of sucky, because it's like the one way you can determine, like, if you're looking at a card, if it's actually worth something. Brickstar says, I have strong negative opinions on grading, although cards is probably the only place it makes a little sense. Yeah, can't you get Lego sets graded? Because that's a little weird. I see Shy's here. Welcome, Shy. Dave's here? Did I miss Dave? Maybe I missed him. I need to have some of you guys join me. So my goal with these streams, for all my friends that are listening, is I'm going to find a way. I haven't had the time to do it yet, but I want to find a way that I can do this through Streamlabs or even OBS, where I can have you guys jump on and join me without using StreamYard. And I think that'd be cool. It'd be like a thing where I could do it solo, but at the click of a button, you guys could come on and like talk. It could be like a radio call-in thing. You could be here for 5 minutes, 5 hours. I think it'd be kind of fun. Yeah, the gang is all here. I'm stoked, dude. Thank you guys for coming in and watch me build Carnage while I talk about sports cards. You know Brickatech Live, we never talk about the thing at hand. Hey, Chris, thanks for coming in, man. Have a good one. Okay, it's temporary. All right. Well, that's just fine. But yeah, I think at yard sales, I might look at some cards. I saw some NASCAR cards. I think Brickstar. Everyone's a brick these days. I think Brickstar said he's into NASCAR cards, I think. At least that's what I heard. Am I still investing in options? If so, how's it going? I haven't much lately. I was forced into buying Apple options because I was like, their price isn't going to go down to $120. And then it did, and I had to buy 200 shares of it. But that's actually turned out well for me. I don't know how they're doing today, but I was up like $1,000 on that. Let me see. Let me take a gander and see how we're doing today. We're up today, which means Apple's up. All right, so far on my apples to apples purchase that I was forced into doing, I had to buy at $120. It's now at $134. I've made $2,052. So even when I lose, I win when it comes to options. I haven't done much since then, though. I haven't put much time into it. To be honest, it's easier to make money. It sounds kind of crazy, but it's easier to make money making YouTube videos than it is investing a ton of money into the stock market to make a few dollars here and there on the short term. If you're doing long term, that certainly makes more sense. I'm not. Do I have to say the whole thing? I'm not an advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. You should definitely consult your local person, whoever you want to, prior to making any investment decisions. I think that goes without saying. You guys know me. Do I have the 2006 Batman Batcave? No, I don't. I don't have it. Brickanics is here. And I actually got the name right. Dude, I forgot to tell you. I went back and watched one of your vids where you made our spring mock. God rest their souls. And I was like, okay, I got the name down. But yeah, I like your style. I like everything you and your son are doing, man. I'm proud of you guys for putting yourselves out there. That's pretty darn cool. Thank you for all of the comments on missing pieces and keeping things engaging, and thanks for tuning into my stream here, dude. Maybe we should have you on, eh? He says I could join and help you pronounce Brickanics. I'm down, dude. Help me pronounce it. I'm probably still saying it wrong. Who knows the friends you can make? I've made so many friends in the Lego space just by live streaming. It's been amazing. Oh, the places you'll go. Did that get canceled? Is that still okay to read Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss? Or is he just outright canceled? Do I have the 1987 Lego police boat? No, I have the one from, is it 92, 93? It's this is going to sound like every police boat ever, but it's a black bottom, white top. It's got a little back thing that opens up with like the red weight in the back. I think it's like 92, 93. Look that one up. That's the one I got. Anybody into police boats? Out here in these streets? You guys pretty much have seen everything I got. Outside of some vintage stuff that I have in my like childhood collection, we should crack that bad boy open. I might have shown some of it in my first video. I still get comments on that video, but I can't remember what I showed in it. Why is Dr. Seuss canceled? Because I guess some of the stuff in his books were racist. I mean, at the times maybe more acceptable, but these days not. And unfortunately, we are more attuned to that stuff today, and some of the stuff isn't acceptable in modern times. You'll find the same thing, like Cody and Clark are watching Peter Pan, and there's some racism in there regarding like the Native Americans that are in that. Why do I have this piece? Bricked-A-Lot! I blame Bricked-A-Lot for this. We got to go back in time. Please don't be too far back, boys. Please. I think it's, oh god, this is down deep in the base. Western's build stream? Dude, I would love to. What did I even do here? I got those two on. Oh, there were supposed to be 3. You cheeky devil. You cheeky devil. I see where it goes. Easy. Easy, guys. I think Bricked-A-Lot may have cursed me. I blame him. We got bag 1 done. How we doing on time? 12:35. I'd say we're doing all right, boys and girls. Any actual girls here? Any women? I always get in trouble sometimes, and I'm like, all right, boys. It's kind of just like a fun thing to say. But sometimes I'll get a message from a girl, and she's like, hey, you forgot about me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm going to get canceled too, like Dr. Seuss, probably. I didn't mean anything bad. Albania in the house? Awesome, dude. Sorry for the noise here for just a second, guys. I'm going to try to... This bag does not want to open. Missing a piece and having to go back. It's not so bad when you actually find out where it was, right? But yeah, I'm thinking about, like, I'm supposed to be organizing now, as you know. But this came in the mail, and I was very tempted by it. So, oh, we almost dropped a piece. Landed on my leg, doesn't count. I was like, let's build this. And I'm trying to do streams of my days. Like, since I'm here, I'm working on stuff. And I spent my whole morning editing. And this is like my break, if you want to call it that. So I want to thank you for coming in, hanging out with me. I would say we're on pace to finish this in roughly, let's say an hour and a half. I think we can do it. Brickanic says, anyone know if the Venom head is a reskin of Carnage? That I'm not sure of. I have an amazing video idea for the Carnage. I'm buying it. I wasn't going to buy it, but I came up with this genius idea that I think is going to make a hilarious video. And I'm doing it just for the video, boys. Oh, is this my police set? Bricked-A-Lot may have linked it here. Let me take a gander at it. If it wants to load. That's the one, boys. 4021. Oh, that brings back such good memories. How much was this set back in the day? Sells for $250 new right now. $34 for that freaking set, dude. Oh my god. I'd buy 6 of them these days. That's crazy. Click the link that Bricked-A-Lot put in the chat there, and you guys can see what the set is. Since that's like the one Lego thing we've actually talked about. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get Carnage. I'm gonna skip the Star Wars ones. If you Star Wars detectors are wondering, I like my Darth Vader bust that I already have better than the one that they put out. So I'm just gonna be happy with that dude. Someone said he has surprised eyes, and once they said that to me, just like seeing pink frogs on a bonsai tree, you can never unsee it. It's gonna haunt you forever. Darth Vader's like, Carnage. He looks sinister, right? Darth Vader looks like someone just pulled the chair out from under him. Northern Ireland in the house, dude. Welcome. What's the name? What would Scooby do? Oh, what would Scooby do? I got you. I like that, dude. That's like multiple levels. Your guys' names sometimes really impress me. I like what you're doing out there. What would Scooby do? England, land of the mini roll. Hey, speaking of England, I'm gonna have to make a video here, like a plea to the UK attackers. So you guys know that we love minifingers here. Not just talking about Lego minifingers. We're talking about the actual chocolate one from Cadbury. Someone a while back sent us a whole stockpile of minifingers. And Mrs. Brickatect got a hold of them, and she's been eating them slowly but surely. We are out. So I'm going to have to make like a video where I'm begging the UK attackers, if someone has it in their heart, in their soul, to find a way to send them. I'm begging. I should make a video. I think people would take it wrong. Like, it would be a joke, but I feel like people would, you know how people are on the internet. They take everything too seriously. Be like, make the video, I need your help, could be the title. And I'll be like, I'll sit on the floor like a YouTube apology video, and I'll be like crying and like shaking. I'll be like, I need more minifingers, please, please. It'd be so funny. But don't send them because I'm trying to lose weight, and it would be bad news. But Mrs. Brickatect told me last night the devastation that was happening there, and I was just like, no, we can't be out. We had hundreds of these. It's tough living in the U.S. once you've had some really good Cadbury chocolate. It's just like, man, bring this over here. I will buy it. Minifingers in Canada? What? That is news to me. We might be taking a road trip, boys. We're about ready to hit the road. Get some minifinger action in Canada. What is even going on here? Okay, I see. I haven't messed up too much since bag one. Little embarrassing, dude. Like, building these sets, I shouldn't even do it live because you guys are probably just judging me, but I'm doing my best, I promise. And I'm trying to chat with you too, so I'm going to blame you for most of this, I think. If that's okay. Craggle says, Greg giving the most unsubtle hint for Craggle to send him chocolate. No, dude. Hey, if you want to, we can do a trade. This is actually a great idea. I'll send you as many M&Ms as you can eat if you send me some minifingers. Straight up trade. I would definitely say that you're getting the raw end of the deal, though, because minifingers are way better than M&Ms. But, if that's a trade you're willing to make, I'm willing to accept it. Brickanic says, I saw a vid yesterday where you said minifingers and didn't get it until my son started saying minifingers, and now I know. Yeah, we've kind of gotten away from that. Clark calls them sig figs now, which I don't know where that came from, but it apparently is a thing. And people are less likely to get feisty in the comments when they call them sig figs. My biggest mistake ever was one of my most popular videos isn't even a Lego video. It's a Leppin video asking how bad the Leppin Hulkbuster is. And in that video, I use our phrases like minifingers, and I get so many comments from people that are like, he said minifingers. I'm like, friggin' rights I did. Welcome to Brickatect. Right? But nobody gets it from an outsider's perspective. And I've realized over the years that it's very dangerous to have like this insiders group, like I feel like I have. Like, I really cater to the people that really know the channel. But then the people that don't, they're just completely lost out here. They're just like, what is even going on with this? But then if you watch enough videos, you'll eventually get it, and then you become an insider. It's just, you got to get over that initial hurdle. So I got to be careful if I'm going to make a video that's going to go viral, when I don't think this is the one that's going to happen. But be careful. You got to cater to these people. You can't say things that are weird, because then people think you're weird, and they just might be right. Oh my God. Craggle said there may be a care package already coming. Oh. Hey, Mrs. Craggle's here. Christopher's here. Dr. Green in the house. How many minifingers do you think Greg could cram in his storage room? At the current moment, probably not many, but as we work on things, it'll start to get better. Yesterday, you guys know I have like a hoard everywhere. Yesterday, I went through my clothing. I told you guys I didn't film it because who wants to see that? Although you guys on these live streams would probably enjoy that. I went through like all my clothes, and I'm like, these are the shirts I wear. Because I only wear like the same like 5 shirts all the time. These are the hooded sweatshirts I wear. These are like the pants I wear. These are all the things I don't wear. Let's get rid of this. So I'm donating a whole ton of clothing to the American Rescue Workers. And somebody out there is going to get some pretty nice clothing set up. Like I had clothes that, like nice pants and stuff, dress pants for work. I have a whole collection of ties. I have button-up shirts like crazy. And I'm really tempted to get rid of all those things. But there's this thing in the back of my mind that's like, someday I may have to actually go out and get a real job again. This whole YouTube thing could have just been a temporary thing, and it's all over with now. And it would be nice not to have to go back and buy regular clothes or buy clothes again. But that, you know, what's the probability of that happening? And like, should I think like that? Should I even put that out there, that that's a possibility, that I have to give up on my dream? Because for me, even if this was making nothing, I would still be doing it because I am very passionate about this. It would just be very hard to justify it to the missus that I spent all my days doing Lego live streams and Lego videos, and it doesn't earn any income. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see where the world takes us. I think I should get rid of this stuff, though. Gotta let it go. Somebody could actually use that stuff. Maybe I should start dressing up for my videos. That way I feel like I have a reason to hold on to this stuff. I'll be like, hello, I wear my shirt and tie. You guys would have a whole newfound respect for me. I do have one suit. I haven't worn my actual suit in a very long time. That I should probably get rid of. But I do have a nice selection of ties and shirts. And I've said this before, and this sounds kind of terrible, but I feel like if I ever have to wear a tie again, I'll feel like I really let myself down somehow. Here's what I want my work wardrobe to look like. Here's my pants that I wear to work. What do you guys think? Styling, right? This is my shirt that I wear to work. Oh, man. Wild times we live in, my friends. That I could even be doing this is crazy. Hey, we're going to be working on Carnage's, I think maybe the back of his head now. Here's what he looks like. Can you guys tell? Can you tell that's Carnage? Kind of looks like him. Like Clark with his costumes. Chris says, I have to buy a suit soon for work. Trying to drop those pounds first. Yeah, man. No better motivation than having a date. I found out we're going to the beach on... I'm not going to tell you when we're going to the beach because I don't want you to know that I'm gone. But we're going to the beach soon. One of the summer months. And that's my deadline for my weight loss. And I'm doing everything that I can outside of exercising currently to get there. I've really been watching what I'm eating. No nighttime snacking. Not taking any calories to your drinks. We're drinking our high quality urine from our cup here. But yeah, I've just been really, really watching things. And it's amazing when you start watching things and you start tracking things and managing things, you start seeing results. And I've been seeing that. So I'm excited about that. I did have a little setback over Easter because I got a little carried away. But we're now back on track again. And I'm happy. We'll keep doing that. I'm going to be hitting the trails here. I think I might bring you guys along with me. Would anyone here watch a video of me just walking and talking? Let's see. I'm going through everyone's chat here. Sorry, I go all off the tangents here. Dr. Green says, which is more of a hassle, keeping clothes stored indefinitely or a one-time search for new smart clothes? Dude, that's exactly how I've been thinking. I love that you brought that up because there's a lot of stuff that I've been holding on to that I'm like, oh, I might use that someday. I might need that someday. But it's like, if I really need that, all I have to do is click a button on Amazon and it'll be here in 2 days. Or I could go to Walmart or Lowe's or whatever. You're bound to find the thing you need. So is it worth holding on to something forever that you're never going to use, that's just taking up space? Or is it better just to go buy it? And we're assuming this isn't something that's going to go up in price. Like we were talking about cards earlier, and you're like, yeah, I'm not really into these cards. And then you go buy you get rid of your Michael Jordan rookie card in 1987, and then in 2021 it's worth $20,000, and you're like, shoot. We're talking about just random stuff that's sitting around, and it's like, are my clothes from 2015 or 16 even going to be in style? I would say so. I mean, men's fashion really doesn't change like women's does. It's not like I'm wearing like bell-bottom pants or whatever, but it is taking up space. And some of that is in the storage room too. So I could do a 2-for-1 and start knocking that stuff out. Anything in your life that you were thinking about getting rid of that you've been holding on to just because it's like You never know. And that never know stuff is kind of where hoarding starts. We're going to talk quite a bit about that this week on Missing Pieces. Because a lot of people responded to my question about collecting versus hoarding, and I thought that was fascinating. There's my piece. It was there. Mrs. Craggle says, in my work, they have this power hour where they go for a walk while having a meeting. I like that. That's how you wake people up. Imagine sitting in like an office room or like a boardroom, and you're just like, how about going for a walk? That'd be great. All right. Mediocre says, walking and talking is just missing pieces with heavy breathing. Yeah, I'll be so out of shape. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm walking down a hill right now. It's really strenuous. Oh my God, I'm going to die. It's literally just me laying on the ground with the ambulance pulling up, still live streaming. I think that'd be pretty funny. Mostly funny. Oh, it isn't actually urine. It is water. People think because I drink out of a yellow drinking vessel that it's urine. I mean, I guess it is a bad, it's kind of a bad product design, but I've had this thing forever and I love it. We won't advertise anyone here. As I sit here with a logo on my shirt and logos everywhere. Patrick, he says lots of Nerf guns I need to get rid of. I know a guy. Those things actually go pretty well at yard sales too. You could probably put that out and make a couple bucks if you're trying to. We are, with toys though, like we're at max capacity on the whole toy front. So, like I think we're going to start donating a lot of that stuff as well. Like stuff that's not actively collected anymore. Mail time has been very crazy when it comes to the world of collecting in our household. Brickdalot says, the difference between collecting and hoarding is admitting you have a problem or not. Please comment that on Missing Pieces. If you guys would like to be a part of the conversation this coming Sunday, go over to my last Missing Pieces episode. It's titled the Lego Podcast, It's Not About Lego. And leave your opinion on collecting versus hoarding. Because I'd like to have a whole conversation about that. Because I think it's something that a lot of us kind of maybe dangle between those two things quite a bit. Did I build Creator 31043 Chopper Transporter and 31042 Super Soarer? You kept them for years. Please build them. If they're in the backlog, if you want to see what's in my backlog, I'll tell you what. You can join us on Patreon. I did a whole video. It's about 35 minutes long showing my entire backlog that I recorded with no audio, and then I had to go back over and do an entire voiceover on. So if you'd love to see what we have built, I don't know those set numbers offhand. If you'd like to see those built, or if you didn't see videos on them, that's probably where they are. I didn't realize people were so concerned about what I've built and what I haven't built. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like imagine like watching someone's channel for however long, and like there's this set that you see, and you're like, oh man, I really want to see them build it. When there's like probably dozens of reviews on it, there's probably 100 YouTube videos on it, and then being like, you need to build it. You need to build it. It's like, why? Do I really? Priorities. The backlog is definitely strong though. Let me see what that is out of curiosity. I'm curious now. You piqued my interest. 31043. Then you have to always put Lego in because it's always like a zip code comes up. Yeah, we built that a long time ago. Yeah, you watching videos from like 2018, my dude? 31042. Yeah, we built both of those sets, man. It probably doesn't help that none of my videos are titled exactly what we build in them. So that's probably on me, but we built both those sets that you're looking forward to. You just have to go back through my 1,000 videos and find it, and you can see it. It might be in like the tags, it might be in the description, but it's probably not, honestly. I just make vlogs that are Lego focused in some cases. I appreciate your dedication though to seeing 5-year-old sets get built. That's the type of person I need on this channel. Brickflot says, I was so excited to get the Creator roller coaster, and now it's sitting in my backlog. Yeah, that happens. This is the one set that somehow jumped the backlog. Oh, I was supposed to be putting this together. I got all distracted with this set number. I'm like, what is this set that I've never built that I actually built? Don't try to grow a backlog, guys. I see people like hyping it up like, oh yeah, I'm going to have a backlog. It's going to be amazing. The only reason I have it is because I've always been behind. I was behind when I used to collect when I had my job, and I would collect stuff just to build the back of his head. I would collect stuff that I found on sale at Kmart or wherever, and I really enjoyed doing that. But then when I started doing Lego stuff, I still bought stuff on clearance, and I just have always been behind. And then mail time made that even worse, because then we get sets and it's like, well, I've got this and this, and then we just get really far behind. I know it's like first world problems and a good problem to have, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get caught up on all this stuff. I got time to build now. This is all we had to do all day. Cajun Yeti says, I got this set yesterday from Lego for my birthday. Congratulations and happy birthday to you, sir. Hopefully all of your birthday wishes come true. Thanks for tuning in, too. Rowan, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate that. Am I going to make a mock for Lego ideas? The only idea that I want to submit is something that Clarkman builds that's like completely wild or janky. And I just want to get it to 10,000 votes so Lego at least has to look at it. That is my life goal. Not really my life goal. I just think it'd be funny. You will acknowledge me, Lego! I bet we could do it too. If we got enough people behind it, we could pull it off. Oh, I need to put a brick under here. Oh, I see what I did. That's actually supposed to be longer than that. I'm making mistakes. Sean says, my backlog grows as a result of a lack of space. I understand that. I think most backlogs grow because of a lack of time, the ability to sit down and build. We all live pretty busy lives, whatever you're into. Whether it's making YouTube videos or going to school or going to work every day. It's tough to be like, hey, I'm just going to do this. I just feel like I'm always on the go. This, like, dedicating my time to this right now has actually kind of slowed me down a bit, and I like that. And I like getting on here and just chatting with you guys a little bit. What streaming services do you have? Please don't miss this question. I have HBO Max, I have Netflix, Disney Plus. That's it. That's all we got. I guess I'm missing what, Hulu? Is there anything else? What other services are there? I guess I have the big three. I'd consider those the big three. If you're thinking about getting one, I would say Disney Plus is probably the best bang for your buck if you were going to get it. And then Netflix, probably right after that. But if you like movies, HBO has really been coming through with the heat lately. I'm sure they've sold a ton of subscriptions for people to watch the Snyder Cut. And to watch Godzilla. RKB says, if there's a mock that Clark made, I would buy it. I appreciate that. Maybe someday we'll make one and sell it. Clark's Amazing Mock. Mark 1. On sale for $1 million. That'd be very difficult to, like, control the shipping and all that stuff on that. Paramount Plus. Yeah, I don't have that one either. How is Paramount Plus? Anything good on there? I feel like there was something that I wanted to watch that was on there, but I was like, you can't just lure me in with one thing. I need like a whole slew of stuff. Nick is leaving. Thank you for stopping in. Canceled Comcast cable in 2019. Yeah, we have it now. That was a long time ago. We have it now because it just makes sense. Like, they provide our internet, and it's really not much of a difference if you add the stream, or if you add cable internet on with regular cable. It's really not bad. Plus, I consider it to be a business expense since it's all on one thing, even though like the television isn't necessarily a business expense, although it could be because that's where I go to get my inspiration for all these amazing builds that we do. Government, if you're listening. All right, we got the back of his head. We've got a little bit of the side built. This is going to be his front, and now we're going to put some teeth in his grill here, which they're all black, like my soul. New SpongeBob movies are on there. I've never got into SpongeBob, so I don't think I'm missing there, at least from my perspective. I was a little bit too old for that, I think. Cue everyone that was older than me being like, you're never too old for SpongeBob. Boy, that doesn't sit in there very well. I don't like that very much. Maybe if I move it down a little bit. I guess it's just going to work. So this is going to go right here. First tooth in. How are you guys enjoying the stream today? I hope you're having fun being here with me. I'm enjoying this. It's a little nerve-wracking building in front of a bunch of people like this, but it's nice just having a conversation. Maybe I'm keeping you company while you're on your lunch break, or hopefully not while you're in class. Maybe you're just bored and you're like, I'll tune into a stream. What the hey? See what's going on here. See what the conversation is. One thing. Oh, sugar shackered. I just dropped one. I might need that back. We'll see if we have any extras. One thing that I always enjoy about our streams is that the conversation is so varied. I sometimes go on to other LEGO streams and it seems like the conversation is 100% LEGO. And I know some people are into that. And maybe as a LEGO enthusiast, that's what you're all about. But for me, I just like talking about whatever. And oftentimes that doesn't involve LEGO. Oh no, I didn't know Brixar was still here. He's the person I immediately thought of when I said that about SpongeBob. He says, I'm older than you. Not by much. Speaking of Brixar, I think tomorrow might be the day. I got myself a green screen and I have some big plans with it. It's been sitting in my garage since this weekend. I just need to find some time to experiment and see if I can actually make it work. So I've got this whole big thing dreamed up that I'm excited about doing. I won't say anything more, but I hope it turns out. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things in life. It's weird. Like you just kind of like weren't there for, you just missed or whatever. And it could be something that other people are like wildly passionate about. Bricked a lot. How dare you? He says, it's official now. Missteps, drop parts, and everything else. Okay, I'm glad I gave you what you paid for here. You got what you came for. It became a Brick Tech video. I didn't want to let you down, man. All right, I'm putting more teeth in here. Let's see if these things actually... They fit in there kind of weird and janky-like, but he's got some fangs now. How many... Oh my god, we got so many of these to put in. This is going to be an all-day event with the teeth. Good thing we got all day. Well, at least another hour and a half. I think we can do this. There's probably people that built this thing in like 30 minutes. I'm sitting here like 20 weeks later. Papa Bear says, I know what you're going to do with that green screen. Oh, dude, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff. I've got some big plans from it, and I think it's going to be some hilarious stuff. Unfortunately, the world won't be ready for it, so it's going to be lost on a lot of people, but it'll still be funny, I think. Whenever you try to do humor in the LEGO space, it's just like, why'd I even try? It could just be that I have a bad sense of humor, too. Totally possible. All right, where's my pieces that I need? There's one. Do an AccuWeather forecast? We might do a test with it where I do an AccuWeather forecast. I think that'd be kind of fun. I think it'd be really great for doing news videos. Like, is Bricktech buying it? I could actually have, like, just myself down in, like, the corner and, like, have the whole thing up. And I haven't really seen anyone do it that way, so I think it'd be kind of fun. See if I can inspire anybody to get a green screen out there. You think by this point I'd have a green screen in my life. But tomorrow I don't have any big plans outside of organizing, and I think I'm going to try playing around with that. So we might do a live stream tomorrow with my green screen, just messing around. See, I can do a stream from space or a stream sitting on the beach, maybe at the same time. All right, Ann has to leave, says, sorry I had to go. This starts during my lunch break. Hey, thanks for stopping in during your break. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day with whatever it is that you're doing. Whether it be work or school or both. Make it a good day. All right, I'm putting his tongue in. First sticker applied. Let's try to get it all the way out to the edge with some nice centering, hopefully. Send this in to get graded. PSA 10 right there. Do a Godzilla versus Kong fight live news report. Oh my god. I can take requests. Dude, if I make YouTube one of my scenes and then I have like full screen behind me, I could literally do anything with a video playing. It'd be crazy. Jose says, you can inspire me to get a green screen, but you can't inspire my wallet. Your wallet's a tough cookie, I'll tell you that. My wallet's been very scared lately. I haven't seen much of him. He's been hiding. He's worried about this whole card collecting thing that I might be getting into. Car Detect. New channel coming soon. That's a strong no though, actually. I can't do any more channels. Just think though, if you made some card videos that were like really popular, you could finance new card purchases with said videos and then somehow justify it. It seems like a win. I need to make a viral card video. I've seen, the ones that hurt my soul. I've seen these people that freaking, they end up getting, do I have this on right? Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, I see. I am doing it wrong. They get dared by like their Twitch stream or whatever to cut a pack of cards in half, like Pokemon cards in half before they open them or whatever, or rip a card up, and then they realize it's a super expensive card. I'm just like, why? Why did you do that? Got to do it for the memes, I suppose. That's how you make a viral video. Maybe you'll make more off that video than you would off the card. Just ripping them up. A pink sticker for the tongue. Now that's so lazy for Lego in my opinion. Yeah, I wish that could have been a whole pink piece. You can't really see it in the mouth at all, but it kind of sucks a little bit, right? Adam says, if you ever manage to get through a build without dropping a piece, I dare you to drop the set when it's complete. I'd have to almost, right? Like you can't just let people down. I owe it to you. You can't be Brickitect and not mess things up and drop stuff. I consider myself a giant failure at that rate. There's the piece I'm looking for. I feel like my pace is falling off here on bag 2. Bag 2 has been a little more complicated than bag 1. Not that it's a race or anything, it's just, you know. You guys got places to go today, I imagine. Or do you? How does this go? I got that built right. Oh, okay, I see. One of my favorite things about building Lego is when you're building something, you can't tell entirely what it's going to be. And then, like, it comes together, and then you're just like, oh. Do you ever feel that way? It's a pretty awesome feeling. Or if you're building something complicated, and then all of a sudden it just clicks in, and you're like, wow. Whoever designed that is a genius. I have a lot of respect for Lego designers. I think that would be probably mine and many other people's dream job if they could ever have it. Would be to be a Lego designer. Although the stress and pressure of it would be very, very difficult. Speaking of Lego designers, though, has anyone seen the hype for Season 2, at least here in the US, of Lego Masters? Is that actually coming back? It said something like June it was coming back, and I was so hyped. Clark was very inspired by that last year when it came out. And I just loved the show. There were some things I didn't love about it. Like, I wish there was more of a focus on, like, actual building Lego. And I want to hear about, like, the people's thought process and all the stuff that goes into it. I don't really need the celebrity cameos, but I understand, like, the casual crowd probably does. Like, I don't need Terry Crews busting through a wall without his shirt on. I'd much rather just hear, you know, Mark and Boone talk about, like, why they came up with this idea or concept. But, man, if that show comes back, I'm hyped. I can't wait. I was really worried. I was like, man, that show must have really did bad, because it came out in February of last year, and then you didn't hear anything more of it. But man, I love it. I used to watch a show, and this is going to be very embarrassing for me, but I'll tell you anyway, because that's what we do here. We share each other's secrets. I used to watch a show called Project Runway. That was it's essentially Lego Masters, but they were making like garments, like dresses. And then they would show them on the runway and then get judged and get voted off. And it's basically Lego Masters. And I just love the idea of these contestants coming in and like getting to know the person and seeing how interesting they are as like an artist, and then seeing them make something really cool. Even if it's something that I'm not really interested in, it's still fun being along on that journey. And I love the heck out of that show. I think it still might be on TV. Heidi Klum was the host way back in the day, and I used to watch every episode. Ha. Bricked a lot link the article coming back. It was filmed down the street from me. You need to get on the grind there and give us some insider details. Find out who's on the show, what's going on. Wonder if they have any YouTubers on there. Because that was kind of cool seeing like people from YouTube on the show. I really love Mark and Boone. Those were the guys that I was hoping to win the whole time. I love their personalities, and their builds were amazing. It's so sad that first one with the roller coaster didn't turn out, because that was incredible. Absolute talent. I would confirm Lego Master. Oh, stream's over? I hope not. Looks like everything's good on my end. Weird glitch telling me the stream was over. No, don't go. Chris says sharing means caring. Sure does. I got a funny little setup for today's video that I hope you guys enjoy. It's about sharing and blackmail and stuff like that. Mackenzie says they used to do an English show with celebrities doing it with the people, and I think they stopped because of COVID. With celebrities doing it with the people. Oh, it sounds a little spicy. Sounds like a spicy show. Wait, I forgot to put this piece on? No, I'm good. I don't have an inner Lego master, unfortunately. I do enjoy making mocks and stuff, and I wish I did more of it. It just takes time. Am I missing some teeth? Hopefully there's more teeth to come after this. No, I have 2 teeth left. Why do I have... Oh, he has 2 little fangs on the inside there that I have to put on. Not so quick, Greg. You've got fangs to be putting on. You guys can't even see what I'm building at this point because I have him spun around towards me. For that, I apologize. Here's his face. His little fangies. This is going to be like the weirdest time-lapse I've ever done because you can see me in the background, and that's going to make it like super awkward, I think, because I'm going to be like flailing around looking like a crazy man, which is, I mean, accurate, but weird. I should have just probably put it on the set, but I feel like it makes it more personal when you can see the person that's building the set. I've got to put this piece on, and I think we're good to go. Those pieces look like they're true extras, so I'll put this on the front so you guys can see what he's looking like and turning into. You can start to see it, eh? His eyes look so low right now, though, don't they? Looks like an alien. Maybe he is. Bag 3, kids. Bag 3. I'm excited. We're still on pace. 111. No, we're not on pace. Does pace even matter? So normal video? I'm confused by that. The delay really makes it hard to do stuff. That's it. This is the end of the road. Oh, look at him in focus there. Look at that focus. Bam. Then it comes back. All right. Let's finish this dude off. We still have all but one of the stickers to put on. They're all going across the top there, as you can see. I'm excited about this. It's such an awesome feeling to get a set into the house and then literally just build it and be done with it. Imagine living in that world that all of you exist in. Jose says, I would like to see some more mocks on your channel. I think you're really creative. You can do a face-off with Clark. There's a couple mocks that I've had on my heart for quite a while that I want to do that I'm so excited about. I just got to put the time in. I think of this world where I'm organized and the backlog is gone and I just have all this time to kind of like ponder, like, what's my next thing going to be? Today it's Carnage. What will it be tomorrow? I don't know. And he says, I don't put time on myself when building. It's no fun that way. Yeah, the only obligation that I have is I have to pick Clarkman up from school later today. But that we'll have plenty of time between building this and that. In fact, we'll probably even have some time after this just to do a Q&A sesh if you guys want to chat for a bit. If we're all here and we're still hanging out, if you guys aren't bored or have to leave, we can make this a thing. I think it's kind of fun. If you don't mind watching me build a Lego set before that, and you know that the struggle that is that for me. So far though, I think the set's been pretty good. I'm looking for a red piece. It's probably looking right at me. It is, of course. Tomorrow will be Venom. I don't have Venom. I didn't pre-order Venom. I came up with the idea though. I'm gonna wait. Ooh, double VIP's happening right now. Might be a good time to order them. Did you guys hear in my Discord they were talking about tomorrow, which is April 14th? Supposedly the space probe is going to go live as an 1800 point VIP redemption. And they have double VIP going on right now. So I think maybe tomorrow might be the day to either order my A-Wing or the shuttle. I need your guys' opinions on this. What would you rather see me build? What do you think is a cooler set? The A-Wing, Star Wars A-Wing, or the new shuttle that just came out? What would you rather see built? I think they're both pretty sweet sets, and I'm probably going to get both, but it's like, do I wait for May the 4th to get the A-Wing in case something amazing happens then? Like they have an incredible promo where I can like get that on sale? Or am I just being a wishful thinker and that's never going to happen? Brick Connection says, according to Brickset, that sounds accurate. Dude, if it happens, like Lego's going to be taking my money tomorrow. My wallet, I just saw him run out the door. He's so frightened right now. He's shook. We got 2 A-Wing votes. The Star Wars detectors are coming out in droves. A-Wing. Oh, it's split. I might have to do a poll. We might have to poll the entire audience here. Here's what we got. I'll read down through it. A-Wing, A-Wing, shuttle, shuttle, A-Wing, shuttle, A-Wing, A-Wing, shuttle, A-Wing, A-Wing, shuttle. It's going to be like a 50-50 vote, I feel like. Jose says, for the mocks, you could do a 10-minute thing to create something and then face off. It doesn't take much time. I kind of think that's kind of a cool concept. We get like a thing of classic bricks, and Clark and I both try to build something, but then Clark always wins because I announce him as the winner. He's pretty darn competitive. I don't know where he gets that from. Mackenzie wants to know if they should make a brick set account. Well, I think it's nice. I didn't make one for the longest time, but it's nice to inventory your sets on there. You could find out, I think you can find out what the value is, how many minifigs you have. Of course, what sets you have, obviously. I made one. All the cool kids are doing it, so I jumped on. Oh my gosh, Tom got out again. We have this one chicken that's a master escape artist, and I was trying to figure out how to get him from jumping out of the fence, because he was flying up on the fence then jumping out. And we trimmed up his feathers yesterday. You can clip their wings and it keeps them from flying out. So you just clip one side, and supposedly that should be enough to keep them from scaling it. And we did that last night to his one wing, and he's literally standing out here, or she is. We call her a him because Clark named her Tom Brown. Our hen is named Tom Brown, and as such, I always call him a boy. But he's out right now. He's just chilling. Probably my favorite chicken I've ever had, actually. Super sweet. Like, I pick her up, hold her, pet her. She's real lovey. Comes right over to me. Okay, so that's sticker number 1. Let's make sure we get these on right here. Would I sell... I would never sell any Lego unless I absolutely had to. Sorry. Unless it really came down to it, like, I gotta sell this. I'm probably not going to be selling any Lego anytime soon. You guys actively sell Lego? You savages? I just know I'd regret it someday if I sold stuff off. In fact, there's one thing that I sold that I do regret. I was at Kmart and they had a Lord of the Rings set on the cheap. And I was like, oh, I could sell these minifigs for more than what the set's worth. So I built the set, did a little video on it, and then I sold the minifigs off for more than I bought the set for. And now I have that set and the box. No minifigs, which to me is like the best part. And it's like, dude, that was dumb. That was stupid. And now those minifigs are probably worth even more. Oh, shoot. Bricktolot says you have to clip them far back. I didn't want to clip too far back because I was scared. So I just kind of clipped the ends of like the front flying feathers. And she's still scaling out. I just don't want to like cut anything important in there. You know what I mean? End up killing her because I'm trying to get her not to fly anymore. Yeah, she's just an adventurous chicken. She finds a way. You know, it's like you're stuck inside this thing all day, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate my time and effort to learning how to get out of here. And she's done it over and over again. I had the coop kind of all the way in the back by the fence. She would jump on top of the coop, and then she would fly out. Then I moved the coop forward. She still found a way to fly out. It was like a 6-foot leap. And then I moved the coop to the dead center of the chicken yard, and she ends up flying up on top of the gate and then flying out that way. Like, she's just very, like, at this point I feel like she deserves to be out. You know what I mean? Like, I owe this to her at this point. Because if you go through that much effort and dedication, I can never tell which way these are facing. I think it's like that. You go through that much effort, you deserve to reap the benefits. Yeah, I stole my Sesame Street set. I didn't sell it, actually. I gave it away. There's a difference between selling and giving away. I thought that was a nice gesture. Gave it to somebody that would actually use it. And it was actually a trade, I guess, if you consider it the fact that he was going to send me the Winnie the Pooh minifigs. I think it's awesome. That's all I really want. I just want the minifigs these days. What do you guys collect for? Let me make sure I have all my pieces on here before we go too crazy. I think we're good. Carnage head going on. Looks pretty dinked. Is that even going to clip? There it is. That's some engineering right there, boys. Craigle says, don't worry if you cut too much. That's how chicken wings were invented. Oh, man. That's brutal. You have to go all the way down to the wing, follow the feathers, and trim them. You can feel what's feather and what's not. Yeah, I think we didn't trim enough. I kind of just, like, spread our wings, and Cody was just like, if this is how the wings look, like the feathers, she went like that. We probably need to just cut the whole wing off. Just sever it, right? Collect for minifigs. Collect for minifigs. Okay. Maybe I said I'd do a live stream from the chicken yard, the chicken coop one day. We'll do that too. You guys can watch Tom Brown escape. I'm going to be real upset when I do a chicken yard stream and it has more viewers than my Lego builds. I'll be real upset, guys. That's what happened the day that we did the chicken nugget thing with McDonald's. Had way more viewers watching us eat chicken nuggets and building Lego sets. It really makes you start to question like what you're doing here. Like, okay. So you're telling me that I can gorge on chicken nuggets and we can do better on that than actually building Lego. Noted. Maybe I'll become a chicken nugget streamer. All right, we got number 2 on. Going up. What do you guys think? Like, almost look like black flames coming off there. Is Carnage supposed to be out of stock? I don't know. Again, I haven't looked at it since the day that it was available for pre-order. I didn't know it was going to be a hot thing, but I thought, well, if it's for pre-order, they tricked me into buying it, right? I'm like, oh, pre-order. Let me pre-order it. So I don't know if it was limited or what the scoop is. But if you look at Target or Lego, you can see if it's in stock now. And being that it just came out, it might be waiting for like a restock. But I think you'll eventually be able to get it. I would imagine. Cool. Oh, God, no. God, no. These stickers are 2 stickers on one piece. They've officially exceeded the acceptable level of stickers on pieces, which is 0. And they've hit it at 2. Craggle's going to tell us all how chicken nuggets were invented. You can't keep that from us. Bricktolot confirms on back order. I need to get Bricktolot on here with me, I think. And Craggle, too. If I was doing this in StreamYard, we could just friggin' fire it up right now. Maybe tomorrow we'll do something. Be way more entertaining than just listening to me this whole time. Alright, so we're going number 5. Make sure we're not messing this up. I hate to put stickers on and then be like, whoops. Number 5. I'm going to grade that a PSA 8.5 on that. Is the stream over? I hope not. I have all these pieces left to build here. If it's over, I'm going to be kind of bummed out. It's only over if you want it to be. Click that button at the top there, or swipe somewhere on your phone. You could be gone. There you go. We'll wait to put that on. We'll do the big reveal with both of them. Okay, number 8. How about 2 stickers on a piece, though? The nerve. The nerve of some companies. All right. Ooh, didn't like the way that application was going. Nice, okay. PSA 7 on that one. Do I have the Razor Crest? I don't. There was a time that I wanted it, but then that time quickly passed when I found out that I could get a little Grogu. And what I really want is, and we already have it and we built it, we just haven't reviewed it yet, is the Trouble in Tatooine set, because it's got the Beskar Mando and a Grogu. That's all I want. I don't really want the Razor Crest. I was going to make a Razor Crest mock, though, of it after it, spoiler alert, exploded. It was just going to be a tan base plate with a bunch of tan bricks all over it. I still think that'd be a funny mock to make. Kind of lost its appeal, though, now that the hype is pretty much gone. Let's make sure we're putting these on right. This is gonna look pretty sick. Sinister. Look at that. What do you guys think? Yeah, he's got no jaw yet. He got his tongue out like he's a dog. But you can see what we have left to build is, I guess we got to put one more piece on the top here. They're like, you know what? You just did 4 stickers. Go ahead and do another one. I know, Bear. That's how I feel too. Bear is right. You can see her little head back there. She's had a very exhausting day being a chocolate lab. One of my favorite things about her is when she like moves and she goes, oh. She's so exhausted. She's an old girl though. Okay, this is going on pretty decent. Pretty decent. That was the most important one to do, right? And is that just how that sits there? Oh, wait. Wait a minute. I was like, that's not going on very well. What in the blue moon is even happening here, boys? Something is something here. Does this really go like this? That means I have these too far up. Don't mind me. These are all too far up. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, I'm done screwing this set up. I done screwed up, boys. We'll fix it. Totally fix it. I had everything up one too far because I didn't put that piece on. Good thing I noticed that. That would have been devastating towards the end there. Okay. Does that look a little better? His eyes are looking a little wacky too, aren't they? That stud right there is bothering me. That shouldn't be there, should it? That should not be there. Don't mind me. Just making mistakes. I gotta try to peel that off and fix this. Oh God. Why? I was like, why is that stud in his eye? And how do I get to it? This thing's like completely built in there. I'm gonna have to take that piece off. And then take that piece off. And now, what did I even do? Is that supposed to be like that? It is! Why? No! No! I don't like that. Cue the Steve Carell. Why is that eye like that? That triggers me, man. Alright, I'm officially triggered. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this eye? And then you see that eye? It's got that stud inside there. And it's on the box, too. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Imagine. I'm definitely bringing that up in my review. If you want to call it that. I thought I built that wrong. I was like, that stud shouldn't be there. It is. Hey, Sai's in the house. Welcome, Sai. Brickbinder's here. Welcome, Brickbinder. Imagine how much creepier the new Darth Maul bust would look in this style. Yeah, I don't. You could really get creepy with these angles, my friend. Instead of him being just a block dude. Completely blocky. I would probably, like, I didn't buy the Darth Vader, the new Darth Vader head. But I would probably buy the Darth Maul one. I just think he's just awesome looking. But I don't like the scale of this. I like it to be bigger. I would probably move the Darth Maul bust up to my favorite set, but that thing was probably my least favorite set to build that I've ever built in my entire life. It was a nightmare. The instructions were very difficult. I was building it basically used, so all the pieces were just kind of out there, and I had them all separated into colors and stuff. It was terrible, and I wouldn't wish that build upon anyone. Like, if you ever go to some type of like yard sale or flea market or something where you see that thing built, I would buy it. But if you see it as just a pile of pieces, I probably wouldn't, unless you're just like super dedicated, which I was, because it was like at the time my most wanted set, and I just needed it. You guys wouldn't believe what my most wanted set is right now. It's actually kind of embarrassing, but it's the bouquet, the flowers. I just think it's a cool set. I wish I would have bought it like right when it came out, but I didn't. Let's make sure we have this all right. I think we got that. Are we good here? Let's try not to mess anything up. It's not what we do around here. All right, we got the side of his dome put together. Ooh, a little bit of yellow. Lego Fan 1 says, so you want your creepy sets to be bigger so they can scare more people. Yeah, I think when you're going creepy, the bigger the better, right? But I do love creepy Lego. I consider this to be a little bit on the side of creepy Lego. The Iron Man one certainly is creepy. I have a plan for him too. Very much like the Venom one that I want to do some funniness with. Maybe we'll build that one up. I need to get my collection going here with all these various heads and helmets and such. I think they're neat. There you go. Now there's no more yellow on the side. I'm telling you this, if Lego were to take this concept of these helmets, and if they were to partner with the NFL, where they made every single team helmet, which I know would be like one heck of a giant venture, they would be literally printing money. Like, money would just be flowing into Lego from that if you could make all of NFL teams. I mean, how many base helmet colors are there? There's probably a lot. That'd be hard to do, because most of it would come down to stickers. Like, that would be like, say this was a Chiefs helmet, for example, that's red. You could put a Chiefs sticker there and have the same face. Well, you'd have the face masks are different colors too. Shoot, this gets very complicated. Binder says the Batman one is terrible. Dude, I'm still in. I'm still going to get it. Patrick says, I had this plan to build the Carnage head at the same time as you, Greg, and be watching you as I build. Well, I'd feel sorry for you because you'd be done with it an hour ago. You'd be off getting a sandwich or something while I'm still sitting here building bag 3. But I'm learning not to care about how fast or slowly I build. I enjoy the process, and I enjoy the conversation more than anything. If I wasn't chatting with you right now, I'd just be chatting with myself. And that's a way scarier thing to justify to people. One of my chickens is out there making all kinds of racket. Probably mad that Tom got out. Trying to let me know. Chris is a little biased here. He says Batman's looking good. Wonder how much it would cost to mock the blue cowl. I think I would probably be more likely to buy it in blue. But I think the Batman that people know is the black one. Not racist, I hope. Yeah, see, I would get the Steelers one. I think people would go crazy. It's just so many of them to make. If there was only like 5 teams, I think it could easily be a thing. But to make everyone's favorite team, maybe they could make the winner of the Super Bowl or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But then again, you're letting down like 90% of football fans by not making their team, just like they did with the Old Trafford. I imagine there was a lot of people that would buy a football or soccer stadium but didn't buy that one because it wasn't their team. Maybe it's a rival to their favorite team and makes it even worse because they hate them. I know how these football people are. Not only soccer football, but football people. They're crazy when it comes to their favorite teams and stuff. Passionate, I should say. Passionate and crazy are very similar things. Hey, why aren't you sticking on there very well? Okay, we're good. And we'll go on and do the last little corner down here. Binder says, I think the Batman one would look better if they made the mannequin head with it instead of the trans dark gray. Well, the nice thing about Lego is that you can make it whatever you want it to be. Assuming that you've got the time and money and pieces or whatever, you can modify anything. Like, you don't like something about this set, change it. It is kind of sucky when you spend all that money, though, and it's not exactly what you wanted. But you can change it. It's not set in stone. Just like your life, right? Oh yeah, Lego Fan 1 says you could always buy a team they hate and destroy it. That's a good idea too. Throw the Wolves wants to know, where is Loki and Thor's helmets in Lego? Jeez, I don't know. You start making actual human heads, you are going beyond creepy level into like next level, just like nightmare fuel, dude. Seriously, I don't think you want to see that world where you see Loki's head in Lego, because it's going to be awful. It's one thing making Darth Vader or Iron Man. Look how bad Iron Man turned out. You think if they make Loki, that's going to be it's going to be sickening. Not in a good way. Like, you will literally, you will vomit when you see it. So Lego, please make it, because I think that'd be great. More teeth coming in. Is this the piece I want? I keep grabbing the wrong piece for this. It's the only pieces I have. It's got to be one of these, right? This is the one. Haha. That would be cursed Lego. Absolutely cursed. It'd be scary. But again, that's why I want Lego to make it, because I do like cursed things. Greg forgetting that Loki and Thor were actual helmets. Craggle forgetting that in 90% of the movie they don't have them on. Like, people aren't going to buy... I can for sure say that people wouldn't buy a Loki helmet. People might buy a Thor helmet. But again, Thor is known for not having a helmet on. At least when I think of Thor, and going back through all the Marvel movies, he doesn't have his helmet on all that much. It's not like Batman, who you don't really picture as Bruce Wayne nearly as much as what you picture as Batman, even though they're the same person. Hey, post your win of the week. Good job. I'm glad you had a win of the week to post. Make sure we're all good here. We got more teeth. This is the teeth section, apparently. This is the lower jaw I think we're doing. You could do like a whole... I bet a dentist would love this set. Putting all these teeth in here. That are just kind of claws, actually. Oh, the nerds are coming out. They're comics too, Greg. Oh, I understand. Who do you think's buying these sets, though? Do you think it's comic people, or do you think it's the millions of people that have watched the movies? Spoiling it again, Greg. What about a Winter Soldier arm? That would be awesome. Craggle's being a nerd, too. Thor was in the comics. Again, they're not catering to you comic nerds. They're catering to the people that are actually buying these sets, which is probably the movie people. Or the parents that watch the movies with the kids. Although this is what? This is 18 plus? Yeah. Probably a mix of both. I like the pink they're throwing in here. I really do feel like I'm building someone's mouth, which is kind of weird and creepy at the same time. I'll show this off to you guys here in just a second. I just got to make sure I put this on right. Is that going to go? Yeah. Oh, this is going to be kind of cool. Here you go. I'll show this off to you. I don't know how well it's going to show. The lighting isn't spectacular, but that's going to be like his little gel. Oh man, I've triggered the comic nerds. Chris says, without us comic nerds, no MCU. That's true. I mean, to be honest though, if you really, like, this is going to trigger even more people. If they didn't have superheroes, just think of all the movies that probably would have gotten made over the last 20 years that could have been like new things or better things. But the money speaks, as do the fans. And it's like, let's make all these comic movies. Let's just keep doing this because this is what people want. This is where the money is, without like having really any new properties. I saw a chart once that showed like new movie titles, like as opposed to like, you know, Spider-Man 3, Iron Man 3, all these sequels. They were looking at like actual original movies that were coming out, and it's gone down dramatically over the years because I guess it's probably because it costs so much to make a movie and you can't afford for it to fail. So to put out something new is way riskier than putting out exactly what people have wanted forever. And it makes sense. Like if I was an investor in whatever, in a movie or a movie studio, I'd be like, no, dude, make Iron Man 17. Don't make this other movie that no one's ever heard of. I need my money back. Not only do I need my money back, I need this to crack $1 billion. So it makes sense. But in the end, consumers are the ones that kind of, you know, as cool as it is to get that, it'd be nice to see some other things too. But it's risky and movies are expensive. So we're kind of in that spot. But we should be very thankful though, because they've done a great job. Like even Disney buying Marvel and even Star Wars, depending on how you feel about Star Wars, it's been nice to see them actually use it and turn it into something. It's been fun. Okay, I got his jaw done, I think. This is like the whole jaw area. And we're going to try to stick this on here, I think. This is kind of wild. Like, again, this is one of those things, like, you think about the person that designed this, and you're just like, holy moly, man. What a legend. Wait, does this get turned? No, it's like that. Why do I see red in there? There shouldn't be red showing. That's a little odd. Let me check something once. Yeah, I hope something happens inside here, because inside that jaw is rough. It's a little rough, but we'll see how it goes. I'll build the other side. Maybe there's more. Oh, wow. This isn't a sticker? This is great. Bertolot's trying to order a camera. It's giving him trouble. Stay persistent. That's what I learned when ordering a PlayStation 5. Don't give up. Keep refreshing. We're almost done here. I think I'm going to hit my time frame that I'm looking for. Clark's going to be pumped when he comes home and sees this thing. I'll try to film his reaction if I remember to. If he comes down, I'll be like, hey, look at this thing we built. He'll be like, what? I think he'll be pretty stoked to see it. I don't know if I told him that I was building this today or not. He knew it was here. This definitely isn't a set. Like, if you have kids, I mean, imagine they're actually being adults here. But if you have kids, this probably isn't a set that you would want your kid to build. It's not the easiest build. But that being said, some kids are pretty amazing. Like if you were maybe 10 years old or something, you could probably put this down. Not that I know like what a 10-year-old can build or an 8-year-old, but I think if Clark were to sit down with this, it would be very hard for him to try to do. But you can give it a shot. That's where you could sneak in as the parent and be like, hey, I'll build it for you. Tommy picked up Diagon Alley, dude. Enjoy that build. Oh. That dude's still asking for the link for those reviews that I did years ago. I honestly, I don't know what video they were in or anything like that. You'd have to maybe look at the thumbnails to try to find it. But even at that, it's not guaranteed because, again, our videos are kind of vlog style. So it's not just like white background with Lego review of set whatever. I would probably just go watch someone else's review, to be honest, if you're really that interested in it. I didn't realize he's been spending the last hour and a half asking me about this. I totally missed it, but I would say let the dream die, my friend. Go watch someone else's review of 5-year-old Lego Creator sets. Peeps are crazy, dude. Stickers would be the hardest part. Yeah, some of the building on this though, like anytime you start going off the sides and stuff, it's a little complicated. I'm not just saying that because I struggle, which is true. But yeah, it's definitely, I don't know about 18 plus. Like is there really a difference between a 16-year-old Lego builder and an 18-year-old Lego builder? I don't know. I think they're just really trying to bring home the fact that this is meant for adults or whatever. And it's smart of Lego to do that because I think there are a large adult audience that's very interested in building these types of things. Oh, I gotta put this in there. All right, we have that lined up properly. All systems go. Looks like it. We're getting down to the end. Will I do more packing up Lego stream? Yeah, I've been trying to vary it a little bit because I feel like people don't want to see that every day. Like that to me is like, I don't want to overwhelm people with being like, hey, today I'm organizing. Tuesday, today I'm organizing. Wednesday, today I'm organizing. So I've been trying to vary it. Plus this gave me an excuse to build this set, which I was excited to get into. And you guys can kind of make your own decisions on this thing after we're done building it. And you can decide if it's something you want. Can't remember the MSRP on this. I don't even remember what I paid. I think it's either $50 or $60 for this. So that's something to keep in mind with your budget and whether this is worth it or not. There are definitely some wacky things that I've noticed thus far that we'll kind of look at here once I have it done. But we're getting down here to the end, the final few pieces. What do I think about the new Looney Tunes? I think they're great. I'm really excited. I love CMFs, and I think those are going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see how much Lego charges for them. They're going to be like, so, you like these, huh? We have a license. It's going to be $7.99 each. And I'll be like, okay, Lego, take my money. I think I might have a problem here, though. I've got a couple pieces left over that I probably shouldn't have. I'm thinking this is the end, but I shouldn't have these two. We might have to figure out where those bad boys go. Shouldn't be too complicated, though. All right, that goes here. And then the jaw goes together. We'll have a bit of a challenge here trying to figure out where that goes. All right, how is this going exactly? This is going to clip into the side. Hopefully I don't have to take this whole thing back off to figure out where those pieces go. We know it's out of bag 3, but that doesn't do us much good because... Oh, shoot, I got to turn that. Bag 3 is rather substantial. And that's going to kind of go together and then clip these in. Oh, no, my pieces are falling apart. Kind of wild. Let me clip this in. And then we'll put this back on the bottom. Oh, my gosh. The way this all kind of goes together is a bit nightmarish. Oh, this flap comes down. Oh my. Okay. This is where bad things are going to happen, my friends. If I could get that stuck on. Okay, stuck on. Bring his tongue, his freakishly weird tongue back up. And we'll put this on the front. I still have those two pieces left. I wonder if I could just spot it from looking at this. I don't think it's going to be quite that easy. Probably somewhere in his mouth, I would imagine. We'll figure it out. I'll show you guys what this looks like if you want to see it. I don't know if that goes there or if it is down a little bit. Let's see. Sometimes you can't really see Lego's intention with it. I'll try to line it up in the center. I'm just thankful that that was the one thing that was printed, and I have no idea why that is. But here's what Carnage looks like. I'll try to get you guys some light on it. Maybe we'll go back through as we're chatting here, because I got some time, and we'll try to figure out where these other pieces go. I don't know about this thing, man. I don't know. It looks pretty janky, to be honest. What do you guys think? His mouth doesn't open or whatever, but you can move his tongue thing down. You can have like a little spot where you can climb up inside there, apparently. I don't know. If you put a fin on the back of his head, you'll have a pretty good anglerfish mock. He's pretty terrifying. Like, I do think from afar, I definitely think if you look at it from afar, it looks better than up close. Like, you get up there and you start seeing like you start seeing this and this. It's hard. I couldn't imagine designing one of these. I think it'd be very challenging. Let's go back through. I'll see if there's a step where there's two of these that need to go on. Then we'll go into rapid fire with questions and such. We'll keep it going for a little bit if you guys want to. So let's see. I bet it's on probably somewhere on the jaw, I reckon. But it'd be nice if it wasn't on his jaw, because then I could actually put it on without having to tear the whole darn thing apart. It's not a Lego build unless you have extra pieces. I see it. I see it. It's on the front of his head, and it's right here. Oh, sweet. That could not have gone any better, boys. This is going to change my whole opinion of him. Now he's got tiles on the front of his head. We knocked his eyebrow off. We'll put that back on. Stick it, and forget it. He's done. My one extra piece. Oh, what do you guys think? Let me get your reviews on this. You guys tell me what you think, and maybe you can influence my opinion of it. I haven't built. Is this the first helmet that I built other than I built Boba Fett, which I really like the Boba Fett one. This one is admittedly more difficult because of the angles and the teeth situation. He definitely has an underbite. Like, if you were to take this guy to the dentist, he's really going to need that drawn in a little bit there. But yeah, there you go. It says it's on the front of his head. What do you think? Get your guys' thoughts. Lego Jedi Art says, from the front it's fine, but dodgy from the side. You think so? What about from the back? Definitely looks good from the back, eh? But I like it. That stud in the eye is bugging me so much, says TG Bricks. Yeah, I that's my most questionable thing about this. As I bring the light down so you guys can like really see this. So you see his eye over here? I like how smooth that is. Why is there a stud over here? Why did they not just do that the same way? Does Venom does he have a stud in his eye? I should put something on there. I probably shouldn't, because it's going to like mess up my entire operation here. Oh, I can't fit it on. I was going to put like a red thing on there. Looks okay for a $30 set. What does this sell for? 60? 9.9 out of 10. The back looks meh. Don't like stickers overall. I think it looks great. You kind of have to do the stickers with this. I think it would look very barren if you didn't have stickers on his head, but there you go. Looks good from a distance, says Brad. So we'll just put it back here. I mean, it definitely is like its actual size too, which is interesting. What you see on the box is what you get. Like, when you look at that, I think it's pretty accurate. Let me put them kind of the same way. Not false advertising. So if you go to the store, if you want to see this in real life, just go to the store and look at the box. You can see how big it's going to be. You can see how it looks. I think it's going to look awesome on my shelf back there. I'm going to put it right back there beside maybe Grogu, who's up at the top. I think it's going to look pretty killer up there. I think from right there, he looks really good. It's just that weird underbite that's really kind of wild. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'll do my little review ski here since we're all wrapped up. Hopefully that turned into a cool time lapse. I do appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Did I say Venom? I meant Carnage. Hope you guys had fun in the stream. I had fun. Thanks for enduring my build of this and all the mistakes and drop pieces and stuff that make this Brick Tech video. Might be doing something tomorrow. I don't know if probably not going to be building tomorrow. I got to get back to organizing, so I might be doing some of that. I don't know if it'll be morning or afternoon, but we'll be around if you guys like to tune in. This is where the live streams are all going to be. Make sure you have notifications turned on because it's unclear when I'm going to be streaming, so you can't just guarantee that every day at whatever time. So if you have notifications turned on, it alerts you when we go live, and then you can be here hanging out with us while we do such things. I will show in the video of this sitting on my shelf back there so you guys can see that. And I got to fix this one tooth. It's kind of back a little bit, but now it's good. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow for something or other.